okay sometimes to feel lost, to feel like you are stuck, to feel like nothing is moving. There's gonna be moments in life, there's gonna be chapters in your life where some days will be slow. But one thing I would say is always stay open, always finish your work, always try, even if it feels impossible. You don't know where that opportunity is going to take you. You don't know how life can change in the blink of an eye. Possibilities are endless. There's so many things happening in the world. And the right thing will find you if you go looking for it. And sometimes I think we take life too seriously. All we think about is goals, all we think about is numbers. But sometimes you need to think of what excites me? What do I enjoy? Is it something that I really wanted to try and never did? And it's never too late. You can always start. It doesn't matter what age you are, it doesn't matter where you are. You can always try something new. And I think that's the beauty of life. I mean, all of us have an end in this life, all of us have limited time. There's going to be time where we all are going to die. So why not explore? Why limit ourselves? Why to think small? And why do I want to be in my graveyard and think, oh my God, I wish I could have tried that in my life? Why did I take life so seriously? Is there anything that you wanted to try so bad, but you just never had a chance? I think maybe it's time for you to try it, whatever it is. For some people, it could be art. For some people, it could be music, dancing. Your talent doesn't matter. I think there's so much noise out there that sometimes we start living in our head instead of being in the reality and actually realizing what's happening. We just blindly follow. But you need to stop living in your head and start living in the reality and treat every second as a precious moment, because it is precious, because it's limited. You will never get your 20s back. You will never get your 30s back. You will never get your teenagehood back. Those school years are never going to come back. So, wherever you are now in life, this is the youngest version of you that you can experience. This moment will not come back. And also, don't let your fear to control you. You know how much potential you have in your life. You know how many things you are capable of. And yet you let the small feeling like fear to take control over whole entire life of yours. You're doubting what other people are thinking. Nobody cares. Are you sitting around and thinking about those people? No, you're not. So why do you think they care? Everyone has fear. Fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of being seen. But that keeps you stuck. You're stuck in the same place, in your comfort zone. Get out of it. It's just simple as that. Explore, try. The fear will go away the moment you do it. You will never be scared anymore because you do it once, that's it. Your conscious will realize that you are capable of it. Everyone is scared at the beginning, everyone. But the people who always get what they want, they still did it. They did it scared, they did it broke, they did it broken, they did it tired. No matter how they were feeling, they just did it. Stop wasting time on the fear. These things that you're afraid of, they're not going to even happen. Most likely they won't. And that's the beauty of life. You don't even realize, and that's not the future that you envision for yourself, but that kind of becomes inevitable. Looking back, I always find myself in those type of situations. I'm like, how did I even get here? I never envisioned myself to be in this specific place. Because in our head, we always have a plan, right? We always have certain image of ourselves in the future. But life is like a game, and you have to play it. And you have to enjoy the game if you want to win the game. If you're not going to enjoy the game, then it becomes a chore, not a game. But life is a game. And you know what I realized? That life is not like a chess game, it's like a poker game. Because in the chess, you have to be strategic, you have to think your moves, you have to predict moves of your enemies. But in poker, you bet. You bet all or nothing. When you're losing, you have nothing else to lose, so you go all in. And life is like that. If you don't bet on yourself, you're not gonna achieve the things you want. And sometimes you have to bend the rules. I always said rules are there to be broken. Because who created those rules? Most likely people like us. And I'm not talking about all the basic moral things. I'm saying rules in life. Who told you you can do this, you can't do that? You can do whatever you want. If you need to get to somewhere, it doesn't matter what path you take. You're gonna still make it. You don't have to go specific way. And there are so many business owners, for example, who never went to university. Did they play by the rule? No, they didn't. Cheat the system. I don't believe in cheating people. Don't cheat people. But you can cheat the system. The system always has loopholes. Find those loopholes. Sometimes those loopholes are the unfair advantages you have. Everyone has unfair advantages, so use them. Whatever you have, your connections, your family, your skills, your background, your education, whatever you have, use it. Use it to your advantage, no matter what everyone says. Another thing I have noticed is a lot of people like to downplay themselves. Maybe because they want to portray themselves humble and they want to play this kind character, and they always help out everyone except themselves. That's not being humble. That's you not growing. That's you not prioritizing yourself. You have to be self centered. You have to be selfish to a certain extent. Because if you start taking care of everyone and helping everyone in their life, who's going to help you? These people who you help usually don't help you. Having ambitions, it's not being arrogant. So focus on yourself. When you help yourself and grow to a certain extent, that's when you can start helping others. Before that, help yourself. If you don't grow, how are you going to take care of your loved ones? So being selfish is not a bad thing. If you have that trait, great, use it. That was just my rant for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.